Hello, good Monday to you. My name is Carrie Hamblen, and I'm the CEO and president of the Las Cruces Green Chamber of Commerce. And every beginning of the week, I get to share with you what's happened with the Las Cruces Green Chamber, what's coming up this week, what's happened last week. And as always, it's such a fun time to do. Hope you recovered from the rain that we had and the cold. Just don't like the cold. But, it's the season, so we're going to be cold for a little bit. Anyway, so last week we had our green drinks at American Document Services, and a big thank you to Rick Jackson and April Tate. They just are fantastic hosts. They had a fajita bar there, able to talk about all the great work that Rick and American Document Services have been doing in the community. And now Rick is a special community relations person for the Secretary of the Army. That's a big deal. Rick has got incredible service in our armed forces, in the Army. True public servant. And we're really glad that we were able to have such a great time at their place last week and learn about American Document Services and all the scanning that they're doing and the shredding and the storage, and it's just a finely run business, and they do a great job. So thank you very much for being fantastic hosts. We loved it, and it was great. We also were able to partner with the Greater Las Cruces Chamber of Commerce and have the legislative send-off breakfast, and so we had a couple of legislators there. It was a nice, good-sized room. Thank you, Debbie Moore, as always, for reaching out and partnering with the Green Chamber. We love that and think it's absolutely fabulous what you're doing. Now it's time to show some Think Local love. And this one's going to be really easy for me and you. I'm showing some Think Local love to all of our locally owned businesses. So right now, you've probably been buying gifts. In some cases, you've probably been doing it a lot online because of the convenience. I get that. But what I want you to understand is I'm going to give you a little bit of some data as to why it's important to support locally owned businesses. And what we do is we talk about the importance of thinking local first. And so we get that there are times where locally owned businesses don't have the items that you need. We get that. One of the things that we ask folks to do is to try and get what you need, what you're looking for at a locally owned business. If they don't have it, ask them if they can order it. And if they can't order it, then you're free. You've got a pass to go to a chain to get what you need during the holiday season. But let me explain to you why it's so important when you support a locally owned business. When you spend money at a locally owned business, that money stays here. It doesn't go to some regional office. It doesn't go to some national advertising budget. It doesn't go to pay some CEO or chief financial officer located in Denver or in Dallas or in Chicago. That money stays here. And there are different types of studies, but they all pretty much say about the same thing, that when you spend $100 at a chain, so at any national chain or big box store, only $14 actually comes back into the community. When you spend $100 at a locally owned store, $45 to $68 stays in this community. So would you rather have that money staying here and going to your friends and neighbors and family members who are working, or do you want it to go somewhere else? No, we don't want it to go somewhere else. We're going to do our best to keep it here. So that money coming back into our community is coming back into our tax base. It is not supporting jobs elsewhere. And so that's the first reason. When you spend money at a locally owned business, that money stays local. Secondly, local owners are local contributors. Did you know that locally owned businesses give back to local charities 350% more than do national chains? Now think about it. If you've been doing some kind of fundraising, which I know if you're connected to the Green Chamber page or my personal page, I know y'all do this a lot, because we all do. But nonprofits receive an average of 350% more support from locally owned businesses. And you know why? It's because we know those people who own those businesses. They're our friends, they're our neighbors, they are the managers, they are the folks who can go ahead and control whether or not you get a gift card. And also, locally owned businesses are invested in this community. They know what it takes to make a good community. And so they are going to give back to the community. So hopefully you'll be able to support a locally owned business because they've supported you. Lastly, local businesses offer stable employment. Now think about this: when you've gone to a restaurant that's been in business for a long time, or you go to the hardware store down the street, or you go to the coffee shop and you've seen, their manager or somebody there for quite a long time. The reason why is because local businesses offer stable employment. Small local businesses are one of the largest employers nationally, and local businesses offer greater loyalty to their employees. And I think you can ask any single locally owned business how they've gone out of the way for their employees, because their employees are family. Their employees are people they care about. Their employees are people who are giving back to the community. I know of one instance where Jerry from Save Mart, one of his employees, had to pay for funeral expenses. And, we're not expecting funerals. We're not planning for them usually. And when they come around, they can be quite expensive. And so Jerry helped pay for the funeral for one of his employees. And that's what locally owned businesses do. They give back to their employees. And they've been there for a long time. I mean, I think of some of my favorite restaurants that have been around forever, and I still do see the same woman creating amazing green sauce, chili sauce, in the back kitchen. And she's been doing that for a very long time. So, anyway, those are just a couple of the examples as to why we would love for you to support a locally owned business during this holiday season. They give back to our community. We ask that you tell yourselves, think local first. And if you'd like to reach over 3,000 people through this program here, through this social media boost program, hey, private message me here, because you'll get to a lot of people that you normally wouldn't hit to in your daily social media activity, and we'd love it. Just a couple things. Green Chamber is going to be closed starting this Friday through the 2nd of January. I will be back in the office on the 3rd. Of course, I'll be checking my email and my phone, but I will not be actively in the office. I'm actually going to try and get some stuff done at home during the holidays. So, on behalf of all of us here at the Green Chamber, we wish you a very, very happy holiday season. Hanukkah's already full swing, and Hanukkah ends on Wednesday. We wish you a very happy Hanukkah, a very happy holiday, happy New Year, happy Kwanzaa, and anything else that you would choose or choose not to celebrate this holiday season. We just hope that you're safe and that you're thriving and that all is good in your world. So, on behalf of the Green Chamber, thank you so much. Won't be any videos for the next 2 weeks. We'll be back in 2018. In the meantime, think local, give local, buy local, and always be a localist. Have a great day.